Hi, I'm Sarah from Sept, and today I'm here in Brunswick Heads, New South Wales, Australia to review Red Paddle Co's 11-foot Sport 2018 model. So I'll just be going over the accessories as well as how it rides, where it's best suited to and who it's best suited for. So let's get into it. So to start, let's go into the accessories. Now here I have the Red Paddle Co Titan pump. This pump is easily the best hand pump I've ever used. It's a double chamber dual action pump with the plug being here on the back for the dual action. It's a label with a recommended PSI when to switch between the two, as well as a label down the back here on the best way to use your hand pump. There's also your integrated pressure reader on top to keep up to what PSI you're at. Now the recommended PSI for the 11-foot Sport is anywhere between 15 and 18 PSI. However, it can easily go above that, up to 22 PSI if you so feel like you need it. But I don't think you will really ever need it unless you have a really heavy load on board. Now, as I said, this is easily the best pump I've ever used. It gets the job done in half the time, as well as it is just a lot easier, even compared to other dual action and double chamber pumps I've used. I would even go as far as saying that I would opt to use this over my compressor at certain times, depending on where I am. Next in line, you get your fin, as well as screw and the screw plate. So this fin is a hatchet style fin, and it is specifically designed for tracking. Now, as you can see, this is an FCS fin. There is a US fin box on the Sport, which means that it's compatible with any fins so long as I have the screw and plate to go in. This is great because then you can swap out the fins depending on your conditions as well as your experience. Now, inserting the fin is super easy. You just put in the plate, followed by your fin, followed by the screw, tie it in, and you have a fin you'll never lose. And last of all is your bag to put everything in. So the Red Paddle Co bag is made from strong materials that won't rip easily. As well as on the outside, there are plenty of handles for portability. Now if you go look inside, you can see that it's well insulated. This will help prevent mold. As well as an extra pocket to put things like your fin in, and some cinching straps to keep your board all together. Now talking about portability again, you can see on the back here that there are your backpack straps. Now the thing I really like about these is that they actually can tuck in. This helps keep them out of the way in case you decide that you actually want to roll your bag. These wheels are made from a tough plastic that are very durable across many different types of terrain. Now, as you may have noticed, you do not get a paddle or leash within this package. So don't forget to purchase one if you don't already have one. Now moving on to the materials. So the Sport has a drop stitch core with multiple layers of PVC around it. Now where Red Paddle Co does things a little different is that they fuse their layers of PVC together as opposed to hand gluing them. This sheds about 2 kilos in weight, but still makes for a very stiff and durable board. And as well as fusing their layers of PVC together, they heat press their seams and rails on, as well as pressing this deck pad on at 170 psi. So they have actually patented their own manufacturing process as MSL technology. MSL stands for something I can't even pronounce, but if you want to find out more information about that, you can go down below. There is a link pointing to an article as well as a video. Now moving on to the features. So first of all, I'm just going to talk to you about what this is. This is your RSS stiffening system. Now normally it's inserted once you've inflated your board to 1 PSI. However, I decided to keep one out to tell you what it's all about. So as I said, once you've inflated your board to 1 PSI, simply slide it in through the side here, attach the Velcro and continue to inflate to your normal recommended PSI. This makes your board just that little bit stiffer and more rigid when out in the water. So next up on the nose is you have your first D-ring. This is for mooring as well as towing, as well as your GoPro mount to make sure you don't miss out on any of those special moments. Next you have your 4 D-rings with bungee cord. This is great for storage in case you're taking anything out on the water with you. Your deck pad, which I touched on in the materials, which is pressed on at 170 psi. Now the top half is a crocodile skin texture, while the back half is a diamond groove. The diamond groove gives that just a little bit of extra traction for those tight back foot turns. Next you have your 2 handles. They're very soft and very cushiony and nice to grab and hold. Great for portability. And then your valve, which I have found to have no problems, no leaks. And last of all, your last D-ring, which is there for your ankle leash. Now last of all, but most importantly, is the performance, how it rides and who it's best suited for. So the 11-foot Sport is definitely a touring board. It has a nice wide tail and base for stability, as well as a tapered nose for speed and glide. The tracking is excellent. It's amazing, in fact. I touched on that when talking about the fin and the accessories. So as far as who this board is for, the weight capacity is 280 pounds. And as I mentioned, it's very stable, so it's great for beginners, but all the way through to intermediates, as the board's quality of materials as well as shape provide a lot of fun for the right paddler. Now, I did try and take this board out in the surf. I don't recommend it. I failed miserably. It's definitely much better suited to flat water conditions. However, if you do experience a bit of chop or windy conditions, I found it to still tackle it really well with that tapered nose as well as the stability. So if you're looking for a great quality board that's going to be really durable, that you can take out for long days and get places fast, have lots of fun, the 11-foot Sport is definitely something you should be considering. And that's a wrap for today. So I hope you enjoyed this review, as well as got some good information out of it. Now there's a lot more to go into, obviously. If you want to, you can check out the full written review. It's over on our website, www.supboardguide.com, as well as loads of other reviews and interesting information about all things paddleboard. Please don't forget to like our Facebook page, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all these wonderful new reviews that are coming out, as well as the occasional giveaway. That's it for today. I hope you're all having a great day out there on the water, and hope to see you soon. Inside the Sport there is a drop stitch core. But then there is also from the